Welcome back to another episode of Grizzly Books True Crime. My name is Gisela K, and I thought we could just quickly look at this and hopefully debunk it. Anything's possible in this case, but hey, as creators, we're allowed to have an opinion and speculate and also debunk things, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is that Brian Laundrie Melon Boy does not have the most unique look on the planet. I was a competitive swimmer, and just about every dude looked like this with this type of stance, the stance that you guys are talking about. That one right there. Now, is this Brian Laundrie? In my opinion, no. It is a resemblance. In the opinion of the police, no. This was old news. This is now something that's old news that's now been shown to a creator, and it's like, oh, it's Brian Laundrie. But the police themselves said, yes, we see the resemblance, but we do not believe this is him. I'll show you that now. So they say Pooler, Georgia, right? GA, Georgia. We'll look at the map just now. Pooler police are searching for a man they say made a fraudulent credit card purchase at a gas station. The Pooler Police Department said the transaction occurred at the Shell gas station on 196 Pooler Parkway on August 28th. Okay. We can look at this again. We can look at these. And that. I mean, sure. Quick glance. Looks like Brian. I think you can glance at a lot of people. We've seen the deer camp footage, the Canada footage. We've seen this. We've seen hundreds, if not thousands, of sightings of Brian everywhere, isn't it? And now this one's tied to a card, so it's like, oh my word, it's him. But then the police confirm, they say the department's Facebook page was flooded with comments concerning the suspect's resemblance to Brian Laundrie, the fugitive on the run after the homicide of Gabby Petito. I know, I inserted my own words there. While we understand and see the resemblance, we do not believe that this is Brian Laundrie, Pooler police commented. The card in question was taken prior to August 28th from a home in Pooler and does not belong to Gabby. Okay, and police are still asking for information. So let's hope that this gets properly debunked and solved so that there's no more theories going on about this maybe being him. Now, I do see the sandals are very similar. The stance is very similar. I see the right hand. This mark on the right hand is interesting because Brian in the Moab body cam footage does this, you know, when he's checking all these freaking battle scars, possibly self-inflicted. Okay, he's got a mark on his wrist. All right, so this, if this wasn't here, I'd be like, debunk easily, 100%. But now I'm like, oh man, why does this guy have to have this tattoo? The one thing I can say is it looks a lot more defined than whatever the hell Brian has on his wrist. And of course, this guy's wearing, an Apple Watch and bracelets and all kinds of things. Stance is the same. Calves are half the size. He's lost his tan completely. The ears are weird, just like Brian's, a little bit strange. Whoever this turns out to be, I'm sorry. But it could be a similar look and not actually Brian. Now, why do we say that? So if we look at the timeline, if this was him on the 28th in Pooler, that would mean on August 27th, right, at 6:30 p.m., Red, White, and Bethune spot the van parked, and they said it looked abandoned. Remember that? And then on August 29th, 2 witnesses describe giving Brian a ride from Colter Bay Village to Spread Creek, so that would throw that out. August the 30th, no service in Yosemite. Interesting. September 1st, the van arrives in Northport, Florida. Driven home. So, okay, are you trying to say that the 2 witnesses, false, that didn't happen? That was another dude named Brian, camping along Spread Creek with his fiancée working on social media. Okay, right. So you telling me that on August 28th, this supposedly happened at, what time was it? Like 11:45. But on August 27th, at 6:30, Red, White, and Bethune saw the van there. And there were witnesses that saw the van there after that. But let's just take the 27th at 6:30. But then by the next day at 11:45, you're telling me that Brian is in Georgia? How did he get there? And how did he get there on August 28th, but also then allegedly steal a credit card from someone's home in the time he was there, let's say, from the 17th to the 23rd, because I said before. So I'm just assuming there. So let's say he went home, stole a credit card from someone's home, went back, and then what? And then parked the van on the side, camped across the creek, because now we know they camped across the creek, right? And then you're telling me that from there, he got back in the van and zoomed cross country, what? Within how many hours now? Like, we just need to look at the map so that we can debunk this. It doesn't make sense. So even though there's a resemblance, map time makes no sense. Because that would mean he's zooming across. We'll look at the map in a moment. He's zooming across from Spread Creek in the van after speculatively murdering his fiancée, ex-girlfriend, whatever. I know you don't like it when I say fiancée, some of you, but that's what they called each other. So he runs across the creek, gets in the van, and then speeds off home and gets to Georgia on the 28th and tries to buy something at a gas station with a credit card, and not Gabby's credit card. But then also doesn't use any cards for fuel on the way. Right, and then turns around, and on the 28th, after stopping at this gas station in Puller, drives back home, drives back to Spread Creek, reparks the van, and then leaves on the 29th because he arrived on the 1st. To do it again, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. And the police have disproved this. The police say it. I know they just say, we do not believe that this is Brian Laundrie. The card in question was taken prior to August 28th from a home in Puller and does not belong to Gabby. Okay? So we could say, the police don't believe it, but do we believe it? And you get to decide that for yourself. I'm here on my channel saying, I do not believe it, that this is Brian Laundrie. No, it makes no sense to me. And just to finish off this one little video, let's do some map time. Alright, so we've got it here. It's map time. So I just said Spread Creek. It's not the exact location where the van was, but very close. Right. So Grizzly logo that my husband made is going to move. So you're telling me, the people that believe that this is Brian Laundrie, that he went from Spread Creek in a jet or what? Like, how did he get there? Because to go from there on the 20, I don't even know what to say, because Gabby could have died on the 27th or 28th. Most of us concur speculatively it's 27th or after midnight, 27th, so 27th, 28th. But then you're telling me that even though the drive is 31 hours, 2,076 miles, that dude is going to be there in Puller Parkway the next day at 11:45. But then not just that. I mean, home is then, let's go home. You know what I mean? Something's... There's home. So from Puller Parkway, it's 409 miles. So Why would he not just go home to his mama then? Right? But no. What the speculation is, just according to a lookalike photo of which there's been hundreds or thousands, I don't know, hundreds of sightings at least. No. According to this theory, he goes there to buy something at a gas station and then turns around and drives all the way back. Depending on what. Because he drove in to Northport, Florida on the 1st. So, let's back it up. I'm thinking out loud. So that's impossible. We get that. He didn't go across country and back across country. That's not possible. That's 67 hours worth of traveling, and it makes no sense. Let's go over this. It still doesn't make sense because at 1 p.m. on the 27th, the couple was spotted at the Mary Piglet's Tex-Mex restaurant. So we know that Gabby was still alive then. So, even if, I'm sorry to say this, but even if he murdered Gabby right after that, and we say at 3 p.m., he's heading home. How is he going to get to Puller Parkway on the 28th at like 11:45? Because it happened on the 28th. It makes no sense. So when I'm confused, map time. That's all. That's all I got to say. Also, yes, I've seen Chris Laundrie mowing the lawn. That didn't feel like news worth reporting. Like, is that what we're doing now? We're reporting him mowing the lawn? I get it that it's like, oh my word, he was mowing the lawn and he was like all angry and doing his thing. You really want me to show you? I just wanted to do this one, really. But yes, I've seen that, and I've seen the Carlton Reserve, the cadaver dogs, K9 units, everyone's there. Human remains have been found. We don't know whose it is yet. I sure hope it's not Brian Laundrie's. I would highly doubt it. If you want a wild theory from me, wild. I got wild thoughts. I think that Brian could be living with a lawyer. Or house somewhere where the lawyer knows, because the attorney, let's just say the attorney keeps on saying he represents Brian Laundrie. He's representing him, which implies that he's still alive, that he knows he's still alive. If he knew he was dead, he wouldn't be representing nobody. You know what I mean? Except the parents. So that implies that he knows that he's still alive. So imagine if he's living either with him or in a place that he knows about. And with all those bags of cash the mama's carrying around, he's growing his own melons. I think he'll have a sex change during this downtime and come out as a freaking girl. That's my wild theory, is that his little calculated mind is going to go there. It's happened before. I cannot remember the name of the serial killer before. There was a serial killer that literally fled whichever country he did this in and had a sex change, and it took like 20 years to catch this person because of it. Because that's definitely not what one is looking for. So, yeah, I mean, if he were to, there's so many ways to identify one by DNA, but if it's just, by fingerprints, you could friggin', I don't know, melt his fingertips right off. A little bit of a, okay? But, I just think if I want to be completely wild, if I'm allowed to also let's just say wild things, well, then I think he's going to be laying low for a while until he gets his melons. Because, I don't know, in that way, the way that we've observed his art and things like that, it's interesting, the way his brain works. Also, please do screenshot his Instagram stuff. I mean, I've made videos on it, so I've got that. But it appears that there are pictures now being deleted, not just followers going away. Some here and there, some pictures seem to be missing or hidden or being deleted. I'm monitoring it. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's put this off for a second. And let's just go to... I've got a VPN on right now to have seen that article. Sometimes the links you guys send me, can't see it on my phone. Got another VPN on my phone. You type in Chris Laundrie and it's everything that comes up is Chris Laundrie mowing lawn. Oh man. It's mowing the lawn. What was he trying to say? Oh goodness. Goodness me. Look at him go. Does not look like he's got the same friggin' feet as his son, huh? Obviously. But he's not great at this, huh? And everyone was wondering what the gas can was for. Probably to get fuel for the lawnmower. Look at this guy. Put your left foot in, you put your left foot out. That's what I'm seeing. I'm not even gonna put the sound on. And I'm gonna play it at 0.75. At this point, I'm surprised he didn't make Roberta do this. She's like, go out there and mow the lawn. It's looking terrible. It sort of plays into just my speculation that they could be very narcissistic and care about their image a lot, because it's like, oh my word, the grass is looking terrible. Go and mow that lawn. Like, right. Damn, the people that stand outside there all day must get so tired, huh? He's got a very strange... I don't know. If you guys mow the lawn like this, you let me know. It's just, I would swivel the other way. So you do, then you swivel. Hey. We want to see that action again. Doesn't look worried to me. Also, did you see that there's a friend or a neighbor? I gotta check that out again. Not just mentioning it because I'm here, but that did say they saw Brian choking Gabby on the lawn before. There's other neighbors that said they've heard screams from the house before, which I mean, it could be Roberta and Chris Laundrie, because they were allegedly getting a divorce. That was happening. So now imagine being stuck in this house together all day, every day. Like, damn. It's terrible. It's really bad. And I just really... Look at all these people. I really just hope they can find him soon. I just want to put this off. And I want to say... Yes, that one on Instagram. There's an Instagram comment. Have you seen that on Brian's one? You guys have been sending me that as well. Thank you. If I ever, as I said, if I ever don't give like credit to one person, just know there's probably like 10 or 50 of you that think the same, which is amazing. The internet sleuths, you know. I don't like the word sleuth. We need another one. I just call it Grizzlies, okay? But is it this? So many comments going on. Filthy, dirty laundry. A coward is all you are. May you get handed a gun. That's what's coming to you. Ooh. I can't see that comment right now. I saw it earlier. It's just sometimes, again, it's the VPN thing or whatever. I can't see it. But there's that one where someone commented all kinds of things. Where'd your necklace go? Someone just commented there that tell them how you choked her out before. Saying, I called your dad, but I guess he blocked me. Tell them how you choked her before or choked her out before. And like, you know, we see you, Skeletor, I think they said. So that was hectic. But anyway, that's just, so now we've hopefully, some of you are still going to be confused, but just think about the timeline yourself and make up your own mind. I'm not saying I'm right and this is the only answer. I'm just looking at the map and it makes no sense that that would be Brian Laundrie. I'm also looking at Where's the tan? Where's the calves, huh? You know, even though the ears are similar, there's a mark on the right wrist. I'm just like, I don't know. In my gut, it doesn't feel like it's him. But you're allowed to think that it is him. You are allowed to, you know? That's the thing. We don't have to all agree. That's the beauty of having your own channel, I guess, and speculating and talking about it and being at peace in your own mind about what you believe is going on until such time as we are presented with more and more facts. So, thank you so much for watching. If so, I was a little quiet today. I was fast asleep. Fast asleep. I was so tired. Like, haven't been that tired in a long time. But I guess I've been carving it up all the time. All day, every day, carving it up. You know, this case is really, it's been something. I mean, when I first like dipped my toe in, I'm like, ooh, I've never really covered an ongoing case. So let's just dip my toe in, shall we? And here we are. Because, firstly, if you know me at all, you know I don't just dip my toe in. I usually do something flat out or not at all. So, yes, I should have known better. But also, secondly, this case is puzzling as hell. And no, I agree with so many of you who have emailed me and asked me to talk about this. Thank you. It's not because Gabby's blonde with blue eyes. It's because the case makes no sense. Brian's behavior and his parents' behavior and everything makes no sense. So we're trying to figure it out. Right? There's been many cases in the world that have gripped our attention because they make no sense. This is one of them. This is a hectic one. I mean, remember the Black Dahlia case? Damn. I mean, there's so many unsolved cases that make no sense. This is kind of solved in one way, but also still unsolved. And unsolved cases are absolutely gripping. Especially when we're in 2021 with so much technology, there's so much manpower being used, so many resources, and we can't find this guy? Like, that's crazy. And let's hope that doesn't inspire all the wrong people to go crazy and do whatever they want to do. You know, because they really need to catch him because he's making an example out of bad guys. You know what I mean? Like, ooh, look what I can get away with, or look how I can disappear. But like, oh no. Oh, no. No, justice needs to be served in this case. And that is also why it's so gripping. Anyway, thank you for watching that short-ish video. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, make peace in your own mind with what you believe it is. You do your own map time. Also, I want to say thank you to everyone who's messaged me and said that I've inspired them to make their own YouTube channel. That is so amazing. I love it. I wish you all the best with your YouTube channel as well. Carve it up. Be confident, do your thing. Don't focus on the negative, focus on all the positive, because there's a lot more positive than negative. There sure is negative. There are trolls, that's for damn sure. But my mom was a super troll, so I'm well trained to handle trolls. So way more positive than negative. Also, to everyone who's sending me stuff to my P.O. box, oh my word, I can't wait to do my first unboxing video. Imagine. So excited. And yes, if any of you want to send Fury, my cat, or Hannah, my hamster, some treats or some toys or something like that, of course, they would absolutely love that as well. So it's not just stuff for me, okay? If you want to send my pets something as well, I would greatly appreciate it. Alrighty, I will see you soon again. Carve it up, stay safe, keep it classy, keep it grizzly. See you in the next one.